What is up, YouTube? It is your boy. So today I'm going to be doing a voiceover of this workout that you're watching. I'm going to be explaining it a little bit, talking about my injury, and then whatever else I decide to talk about. So right now you guys are watching my exact warm-up for not every exercise, every workout, but if I'm working back in biceps, whatever exercises I'm going to be doing, they usually include a horizontal pulling movement and then a vertical pulling movement. I try to work with the bands, what muscles I'm going to potentially be working. So on my arms, shoulders, and back, I will get blood working or blood flow to those muscles. Usually what I do with the band work, this is just some inner and outer work. It is good for your rotator cuff muscles, which is I'm not really good with the pronunciation yet, the infraspiratus and terospiratus muscles, which are the front and back of your shoulders. They keep the glenohumeral and subscapularis muscle or joints from falling apart. So I always do that warm up that you just saw, varying from the amount of times I do it, basically how I'm feeling, if I'm not feeling loose or if I'm feeling warmed up or whatever. So the first exercise that I did, I started off with a lat pull down. Everything in this workout, it was very high volume, it's very low weight, the reps varying from 10 to 20 reps per exercise. Again, like I said, I like to get a vertical pulling motion as well as a horizontal pulling motion at least. It can be 2 vertical, 1 horizontal, 2 vertical, 2 horizontal, but the way you want to think about it is when you're doing a horizontal pulling motion, that's going to be for thickness, and when you're doing a vertical pulling motion, that is going to be for width. So a cable row, depending on how you pull it, but if you're a beginner, it does not matter. Low cable row is going to be good for thickness of your back, while a lat pull down is going to be good for width on your back. I also like to, if I'm feeling it, again with my shoulder, you're gonna see me not cringing, but being very cautious because of my shoulder. And I also switched the variation or the way that my arm was moving. This is an individual lat row, which you can get a much better squeeze of the muscle when you're doing individual movements, because you're only focusing on that one arm, that one side, basically like when you're doing bicep curl. So if you're doing bicep curl with 2 arms, if you're righty, your left arm's probably going to struggle more and you won't catch it. As opposed to doing individual bicep curls, you can really focus on the squeeze and the contraction on every single rep. So those are my 3 back exercises. And like I said, it's going to be very, very short. I'm still getting over my injury, so most of my exercises are going to consist of this until I incorporate more high volume when I start dieting, which will be relatively soon once my shoulder feels better, which it is now, knock on wood. So, and then I did a couple bicep exercises. This one is a cable bicep curl. Really basic. I love to pump a lot of blood into my biceps. Biceps are a weak point of mine, so I really need to work on them. I got them to where I was semi okay with them, and then I injured myself, so my biceps are puny again. Beard's looking ferocious as ever, I might as well add. You will see in this one I look quite scary, I won't lie, but it's just because of my ferocious beard. Do not be intimidated if you ever see me. Come up and say hey, whatever you want to do, I'm alright with. So first one was a cable curl, and now I'm going to do a hammer curl. It's a little bit more advanced. You'll be fine if you don't necessarily hit both heads if you're just a beginner, but I like to hit the short head as well as the long head. Hammer curls are for the short head of the bicep, which is on the inside of your muscle, which is on the inside of your arm, and the long head, which is along the outside of your arm. So hammer curls again are hitting the long head. Oh god, I need to reread that. So I did 3 by 15 for the hammer curls. And then I'm pretty sure I did some face pulls after that. So I want to get into a little bit. I just recently started my diet. Well, dieting a little bit because I went on vacation, so my calories are going to be restricted. I will show you guys eventually the calories exactly that I am hitting so that you all know what I'm doing to achieve my physique. Also, I'm going to show you guys my physique sooner than later because you have all been watching my videos and you don't know if I'm really about that life. Who knows, I could be just a fat kid that looks good in shirts or something. But I will give you a physique update because I'm going to start shedding off some body fat. I feel as though if I'm portraying myself as someone that knows fitness as well as I do, I should look a certain way, or I should hold myself accountable, not be lazy, and have my body a certain way, and that's what I need to do. I need to diet a little bit more than I have been. So last one, I didn't feel my biceps got worked enough, so I did chin-ups for a set of 5x5, and that would finish the workout. So thank you guys as always, and I'll see you next time.